I know I've been dealing with some ankle stuff for the last couple weeks, so I've just been a little bit more careful and double wrapping around my ankle a little bit. All right. So first ones, let's go ahead and do those body squats. Heels on the ground. Down. Up. Let's get a 10. Let's get 10 or 15 in there, whatever you feel comfortable with. Remember, you just go down to what you can. Try to keep your back as straight as possible. All right. So the next ones we're going to do is the ones that we do with our toes, remember? So we're this time, we want to make sure our back stays perfectly up and down. So up on those toes, push, and then all the way down. Again, all the way down to where you can go. All the way down. All the way up. All the way down. All the way up and push. Push on those toes. All the way down. There we go. If you're not having much trouble doing those, you can add a little bit of jump if you have room. I do not have room to jump, so. But when you hit the top, you can just burst and back down. The idea is these are really going to stretch and strengthen your calves a little bit. All right, next warm up. Back into your stance, whatever stance you normally get in. And I want you to lean up onto the balls of the feet. And then back. Let me get a better camera angle so you guys can see it. Forward. Remember, try to stay on the inside of that knee. If that's my center, keep it straight down. There you go. And you notice my back is straight too. And then back. Just back and forth on these guys.
Are you 50 through the whole thing?
What's that?
Is your weight 50-50 on the whole drill?
No, it basically goes from 50-50 to start. And then you're going to put almost 100% onto that front. And you should be almost able to lift your foot off the ground. If you don't have balance yet, you can put a chair next to you and hold that chair, or strength, either or. If you don't balance the strength, you can do that. And then you shift all the way back onto your back foot until you can almost lift your front foot off the ground. While you do this, again, we got to be nice. That back should be nice and straight. I'm not doing this. This is bad. Look on my back, nice and straight. Just do a little bit at a time. If you got weak knees, only do about 5 or 6 of these. If you're feeling really comfortable in these, then go ahead and go all the way and try to get so you can lift your foot off the ground. And work on that balance a little bit. Push way over that front foot. That hip, that belly should be like right over that knee. There you go. And back. All right, switch feet and do it again. There we go. Again, keep your back nice and straight. We're stacking the spine, always keeping that spine stacked. As you're way forward, you're almost feeling like you're sticking your belly out a little bit. Or like you're pushing your belt buckle forward. And back. Keep doing them. I'm going to take a look. See how everybody's looking. Sigrid, William, you're looking good over there. Side, looking great. Germanicus, let's see ya. Very nice. Remember, just go as far as you can. But you're doing pretty good. Yeah, roll up onto those. There you go. Good. Grimmer, how you feeling? I hope that's working for you. All right, good. A thumbs up. I like those. Nice, Fox. I'll talk later about where to get an inner tube so that I can we can make sure we get some of how to make those up online at some point. All right. Elizabeth, I hope you're doing good out there.
I am, but I'm doing it in my gym clothes, so no video.
No, that's all good. Nothing wrong with that. Be comfortable. All right. All right. So, Saib, are you ready to take us through some footwork stuff?
Let me find our video view. Bam.
There we go.
All right.
I'm gonna go on mute, so I'm out of the way.
I'm gonna attempt to like yell across the garage and hope you guys can catch it from the computer mic. Can you hear me?
Yep, just fine.
All right, cool. So ladder drills. First one, 2-foot run. So just 1, 2, 1, 2, step in the box in front of you. And then repeat on the other foot.
Remember, keep your knees bent. Back nice and straight. All right.
After Louis does it backwards. Here, next what we're gonna do is that lateral in and out out. So I'll show you. Sideways along the ladder. Step in, and back out. Both feet. 1, 2, back out. Next box. 1, 2, back out. And then speed it up as you get good at it. And then stay on the same side of the ladder, go back the other way, so your other foot is leading. And Louis moved his camera over to be a close-up on the feet, so you can switch over to that if you prefer that view, people in the Zoom meeting. People on Facebook, sorry, you're stuck with what I give you. All right, looks like people are wrapping up, so we'll move on to the next one. This is our 4 steps side to side. We start on one side, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you've done it a bunch, try and work on ending your stance every time. And then, of course, backwards when you're done.
Remember, don't jump, don't go up and down. That's the way to do it. Nice job, guys. That's looking good. Remember to bend the knees. There you go. No, they can hear me.
When you
If
fight,
you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Okay.
when you fight, how many inches lower are you than when you're standing up?
Try to go about, I usually go about anywhere, depends. Right now, just bend your knees a tiny bit because I know you're working on knee strength, okay? Like you're resting, just not straight legged. There you go, just like that. Remember, the best way on this is to pick a spot across the room and try to keep that spot right in your eye level so you can see yourself not going up and down. All right, go ahead, next.
All right, next one, we're going to do our small gather steps. We start 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and then we're just going to go apart and together into the next box. Apart, together, and you speed it up over time. Quick flip move. And then backwards, of course. So this one being a gather step, as the terminology we've been using, we're using that to refer to your feet go apart and then come back together. So really that first part is a drop step, is what moves them apart, and then the gather is bringing them back together.
Yep, take your time. Good.
Yeah.
Libby, you're doing good, Libby.
Using the gather step. We're going to do them using the shuffle step next.
A little less hop when she's doing that. So she's doing, take the foot and drop it out and then gather together. I'm going to show you right on my camera. Here we are.
Wait, give me a second. I'll spotlight you. I just got to find it. Here we go.
Hold on.
There you go.
All right. Here we are. Foot is in the box. I take this foot, go a little bit forward, and then bring the other foot over. This foot, forward, over. This foot, forward, over. Almost like you're stepping 45 degrees out.
You're kind of falling into that step.
Good. Hey, you're looking good there. You're much better. Germanicus, nice job. Yeah. Keep those knees nice and bent. Nice.
Feels a lot like skiing.
Yeah. Yeah, backwards a little harder. There you go. Yep. She, Libby had it for a second. Yes, that's it. Good. Too far back. Don't make her go quite as far back. Yep, just like that.
I love back spasms in the morning.
Oh, I bet. All right. Just making sure everyone else is doing it. Yeah, that's the way, man. You got it, Grim. Very good. I just want to see how Libby's doing again. There you go. Good. She's doing good. All right. Couple more. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's move on to the next one.
All right, next one, we're gonna do, we're gonna switch it from that gather step to what we're calling a shuffle step. Gather step went apart and then together. This one, the shuffle step, we're doing the opposite. They come together, then go apart. When we're moving forward, instead of coming straight together, you go to that next one and apart. Gather, apart. And then backwards. Always backwards.
So there's a point in the middle where both feet are off the ground.
Yes.
Go at full speed. If you're going real slow, they might stay on the ground. But full speed, absolutely. Feet off. A little bit like skipping.
All right, gonna take a look at it, how everyone's doing here. Good. Libby's looking great.
Got it.
Adam, you got it over there. That's good.
Later.
See how the other guys are doing here.
That one comes later.
William, looking good. Yeah, that's the way, Germanicus. That's good. How'd you do on that one, Grim? Okay, good. We're just waiting for one person to finish, and then we'll go ahead. Nice. Libby's looking awesome. All right. All right, next one.
Next one is going to be very similar, but this time we're adding that turn and angle in. So instead of starting here, start turned inward, and then you can do it together and apart and facing the other way. You can do this as a 45, or you can skip like way around, almost perpendicular, whatever is available to you.
This one's a lot like the other one. You just swing your hip a little bit in the direction you're turning. This will turn your body more. I'll show you again. Facing out a 45 in the ladder, I push this hip and turn my foot. 45. Swing this hip. 45. This is a really nice move when you're kind of going to see, especially if you're going away from somebody or going towards them, you're moving into their 45 constantly. That's the way, Grimmer. That looks good. Let's see how Libby's doing there. Oh, nice. She's going backwards already. Good. That's it. He's a knot. Nice. You're doing a nice job getting low into those legs. You look really comfortable.
Yeah, I'm having to interpret all of what y'all are saying, so it's to give me a little bit more time.
No problem. Everybody else can just double up on them and stuff. So, and you guys got 2 people doing them, so it's always harder. We're used to it.
We've been taking the video and working the video on Wednesdays in the middle of the week, so.
Awesome. We're gonna let Fox finish his up, and then we'll do the next one. All right.
All right. Next one, again, it's gonna be very similar, but this time we're just adding an extra step on the front. You're gonna step into that box, and then you're gonna do your shuffle step. And you're gonna step to the next box, do your shuffle, step, shuffle. We call it 3-step because it becomes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And of course, you can do it backwards. Balance like
William and you guys can, she can keep going. Libby, keep going. Good. Yes. Okay, she needs to take the extra step with that because that's kind of like the other one. Now step. There you go. Now step. There you go. Good. Perfect.
here it is.
That's the way, Fox. You're looking good. And you're doing the same thing. You're trying to get more distance in that shuffle. And that's the idea, is as you guys get comfortable with these, look at pushing your distance. You can almost see like Louis almost landing on either side of the ladder now. Because as he got more comfortable, he's able to spring a little bit more. Okay? See how he's springing a little bit more and getting a little bit more distance? So as you guys get comfortable, then you can do that. For now, though, like Grimmer, I just want you to go through nice and slow and do them. Nice job, Stan. That's the way to work with what you got there, Dramaticus.
I think Germanicus wins the small space prize.
Yes, exactly.
For having the small space and using it super effectively.
Melee fighter in a combat archer, I kind of have to. In fact, looking at my helmet cam vid, I think I shot all of you guys up a few pensics ago.
Oh, good. All right, let's do the next one.
All right. Now we're going to do that, but instead of our feet coming together, now we're going to cross behind. So we're going to step, cross behind, land on the other side. Step, cross behind, other side. The faster you go, the less awkward the crossover is, because it becomes that skip again. Doing it slow to show it, you get that really awkward cross.
So on this one, remember to shift that weight into that hip. See how her hip leads it? It's kind of shifting the weight right into that 45. This one's explosive, so.
cross, try to keep the points of your hips both forward and parallel as you go, instead of rotating them to the right or to the left as you take your step. And if that's hard, bend your knee a little bit, and then it goes easier.
Yeah. Seth, can you do that one more time? I was out of the room. I was unable to help Libby.
Yep. Louis will show you.
Louis can do it. Thank you.
I don't like doing it backwards.
Step, cross behind. So it's very similar to that last one we were doing. Just instead of our feet coming together, you're crossing behind. And again, it doesn't have to be a huge cross behind. Like, do what works for you and your body and your feet.
All right, watching you. Good, Grimmer. That's the way to do it. Look at Libby. She's doing it backwards better than I am. Totally doing it better than I am. Nice. All right. Good. Bess, you getting pretty comfortable with these?
Yeah, sorry, I have to run across the room, but yeah,
No.
these are good. And my dogs like them too.
Playtime?
All right, next one.
Just looked at it and already forgot. Yay. Next one. All right. Going back to the gather steps, we're going to do it really wide now. We're going all the way across the ladder. So start in your stance, and you're going to do that open close, going all the way as far as you can. Landing in your stance every time. Please, the lower you can stay, the more it does help you get distance sideways.
Ideally, your center starts moving sideways just a little bit before your foot comes off the ground.
Nice. That looks good, Libby. So Elizabeth, once you get comfortable with these, I really want you to shoot hard, okay?
I thought the camera was off.
That's all right. I got you. So, but remember, shoot hard across that ladder. I want you to get some energy in there, okay?
You bet.
Okay. Exactly. That is good. All right, let me just check on everybody.
Next, for the sake of being even, we're going to do the same thing, but switch to the opposite stance of normal. So if you normally have
Switch
your left
feet.
foot front, switch to right foot front, or vice versa. Change the dynamics a little.
Remember, you should almost feel like your butt is sitting into, when you're going backwards, you should feel like your butt is sitting into the back, or your hip is pushing into that 45 right across that ladder. So don't try to reach for it. Lean over, push that hip, and then let your feet follow.
Sitting on a rolly stool and using your feet to push you around. It's the best visual that ever, like mental visual that worked for me.
Good. Libby, that's looking good. Try to keep that stance though. You're getting your feet nice. Yeah, there you go. Let's see you go backwards.
She says her legs are getting a little bit jelly.
Okay, that's good. Tell her just one time down. We'll keep it nice and keep it easy. All right. All right. Let's prep for the next one.
All right, next one is the turning step. So this one gets a little weirder. I'll start over just a bit so I'm fully in the camera. So I'm standing in my stance, which is left foot forward, right foot back. And I'm facing the ladder. I'm going to take that back foot, put it facing down the ladder. Then I come to the other side and go back to my stance. Now again, I'm going to take the back foot again, down the ladder, turn, face it. My back foot this entire time is going to take the first step every time. Again, this is one where you turn as much as you can based on you. If you're hurting your knee torquing it, don't turn as far.
Yeah, good. Libby, that's good. Doing it back. There you go. Whoop.
Which foot is normally forward in her stance?
She's switching back and forth right now between front and back foot. So just to let you know.
Oh yeah, I just don't know what her typical stance is, so I don't know which foot is forward normally.
Me neither.
She doesn't have a natural forward leg. She slips.
Okay.
She shifts as she needs to for the angle.
Okay.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Well, we're gonna do everything on both sides, so that works out. She can train all the sides.
Yeah, back foot. There we go. Good. Back foot. He's just helping her with going through those. I'm gonna look at see how Grim's doing. That's it. Back foot turn. Good. Back foot. Oh, you changed to the front foot, Grimmer. Get in your stance. So I know. Go back. So go ahead and turn your mic on for a second.
Yeah.
All right. So what I want you to do is face the ladder itself. Okay. Get in your stance. Which one's your front foot?
Straight sideways.
All right. So your back foot is going to be the other one. I want you to put that back foot a little bit. Don't look down the ladder. Straight 90. Yeah, right there. Now take that back foot, put it on a rung, or put it right aiming down. There we go. Turn it even more if you can. There we go. Now swing behind and bring back into your stance. There you go. Now remember, you're supposed to be at 90 degrees. You're at about 45. There we go. Good. Turn that foot, back foot. Aim it down the ladder. There you go. Yes. There you go. Back foot, aim it down the ladder. There you go. Good. Awesome, man. That's it. Perfect.
Finish your facing sideways.
Yep. Yeah, he's still a little bit on the 45, but I think he's having trouble turning all the way. So we'll kind of let him do that 45 for a bit. Keep going. Back foot. Good. Back foot. There we are. Good. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Go ahead and switch them.
Yeah, so everyone, if you've done stepping with that back foot, next thing is going to be use your same stance, but now step with your front foot. And then for additional challenge, swap your stance. So put a different foot forward than you normally would, and repeat stepping with that back foot, your new back foot, and your new front foot.
All right, taking a look at everyone. William, you're looking good over there. Nice job switching feet. Nice, Grim. That's good. You did a good job. Hazel Stan, you're doing great, man. You look really comfortable.
Stan's also winning a small space award. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no kidding. Those are hearts right there. Keep that in your brain.
Learning when to stop backing up during the drills is easy because then my head hits the vent.
Yeah, true.
That is one way to do that.
Good. The key on this is just to making sure that you're turning your foot when you're trying to go around your opponent. Hey, Ron Walder, good to have you.
Thanks. Spent the past half hour figuring out the interwebs.
Oh,
That's always fun.
Grimmer, you're looking good. Just even backwards, you're doing a nice job. Make sure you point that foot down the ladder. That's the way. There you go. Oh, that's okay. No rush. There we go. Very nice. Now I want you to stop looking at the ladder and keep your head up. I know, I'm going to bust your ass. It's good. All right, let's see what we got next.
I'm just going to show a quick review of this one from a top view so everybody sees
Okay.
it. So normal stance, and then I'm going to do the back foot first. I come in at 90, and I turn.
Can't see your back foot, what you're doing. Can you start one square closer?
Start one square closer. Start right there. You can do it right here.
Hike
Go
up your
ahead.
skirt. Hike up your skirt.
With my toes out a little bit.
Lift your skirt up low. There we go. Tuck yourself in. Yep.
And front foot is going to go on an angle at a 90 because I want to turn 180 degrees just for exercising this. So I want to go halfway between where I want to start and where I want to end.
And then back again. There you go. And then 90 degrees again and back. Very good.
Right. And then for the other foot, front foot forward, same thing.
Yeah. So that's ultimately what you're trying to do. If you can't do that real well at the beginning, just do it in from 45s is fine.
Again, what helps you is bending that front knee a little bit will help you get the turn on the ankle.
All right, let's do the next one.
All right, now we're gonna get back to some that are less complicated. So first well, not first, up next, we got the jab jump. So if I'm standing here, I'm moving to my left down the ladder. So my left foot is forward, and I'm just gonna jump in and out.
Both feet same time.
Switch my feet, go back the other way.
So this is the double jab step.
Jab jump is what we've been calling it because I'm real creative with my naming.
And the key is if you can try to get the center of mass of your body to move forward and back, that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping your center in one place and moving your feet forward and back, if you can try to get your center to go forward and come back, then you're getting more control out of that. That takes practice, though.
Silver, that looks good.
If you slow it down, yeah, Siegfried, that looks great. If you slow it down, it's easier to do that.
That's the way. Libby's looking good too. Nice. Fox, man, you're looking fast. Nice. Good.
Did you say fast or fat? I was like, oh man.
Fast, man. You don't look fat.
I was like, but I'm skinny.
All right, worked very hard.
Man, you look good too. That's the way. All right, let's switch to the other foot.
Sive, are you going to teach us that dance move too?
Yes. Hold your arms up and you squat a little bit, and then you just shake stuff around. And like lean back and forth while you do it.
I did it.
Nice, Fox.
Good form.
Fox is taking it to another level. He's added some arm extensions.
Yeah.
You can add some
This is very important for fighting. I don't know if you guys knew this, but like if you do that crazy dance in the middle of your fight, your opponent will look at you like you're crazy and you just hit him.
Ain't the stats got the hip wiggle going.
Really good for two stick.
All right, next.
All right, I'm next. We got the switch foot. So it's similar, but we're gonna start one foot in, one foot out. Switching. Next box. Switch.
We're all almost going to be dancers by the time we're done with this. Almost. God damn.
That's kind of goal. Dance is useful for other sports like fighting. What is it? Brennan keeps telling us about whichever boxer it was whose dad made him go do ballroom dance for a couple years. Is that Lomachenko? Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps, man. Good for you.
I saw that, Levy.
Oh,
Let's see how everyone else is doing. Greer, that's looking good. Nice job, buddy. You look a little tired, though. Remember, Elizabeth, I want you to be powering these things. You should be sweating.
Oh, I got that down. Not Tori.
All right. So you should look as fast as Sly.
Sure.
So remember, guys, everyone, keep your knees nice and bent, not up and down while you're doing this. Yeah, William, man, you're crushing it.
Dude, even though it's smooth, man.
Holy crap, is he smooth.
Yeah.
Ah, he's not going anywhere.
whew.
All right, next one.
Next one is the hopscotch. So, bend our knees and we're going to jump outside and inside. We're going to do backwards. Like the last one, the goal here is minimize how much up and down bounce you get.
That's good, Grimmer. After a while, once you get stronger, what I'm going to want you to do is keep your head level. No more jumping up and down.
Like besides the ladder moving, you've got that down, buddy.
Yeah, they both do. Him and his son are crushing it.
That looks great.
All right, let's go to next. A little straighter back, ankle stand. Try to straighten that back up a little bit.
All right, we're going to go back to the concept of that sort of jab foot. One foot forward, one foot back. We're going to jump 2 runs. Back foot.
Yes. So that's the same jab step. You're going to jab 2 boxes, go back 1 box.
And you stay flat while you do it, not up and down.
I'm just looking to see who's all online.
video's mirrored again.
Remember to keep your foot pointing down that ladder. Yeah, don't turn it in. Fox, you're looking good. Dramaticus, you're looking good. Awesome, guys. Remember, you're looking good. That's the way to do it.
We losing?
No, she's doing it.
Maybe he's doing it.
You're yeah, she's doing the 2 forward, 1 back, or 2 back, 1 forward. That's nice. So if you want to add a little bit, you can add rung boulders, which he just goes back to forward 1.
That one's got a little too much knee in it for me.
You got to blame this one on rung boulder.
Which one's my fault?
Yeah.
Oh, doing it backwards? Yes.
Yes.
Isn't everything his fault?
Everything that goes the wrong direction and backwards, yeah.
He's a lefty. I support that.
If it feels backwards, it's probably his fault.
Lefties are evil, and I'm evil.
So as you're doing, if you want to practice that backwards, think about going backwards and then shuffle forward with a snap, like with little snap with your hand. That gives you an idea of like you're going outside of range and then coming back into range, throwing a shot. So as you get better at that, you can add that. Can you fill that water? All right, let's do it the other foot side. Switch your stance. Yeah.
All right. Looking like we're ready to do that last one, maybe? Thumbs up, down, yes, no?
Yeah.
All right. Last one, which is actually like 4 in 1. We're going to do a forward in and out now.
Hey, switch to your view.
Oh, sorry, forgot to change the spotlight. Oh man. There we go. So, you're gonna pick a foot. I'm gonna start with my left foot. I'm gonna go to the side and in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. get to the end, I'm gonna do it backwards. Same foot leads. So left, right, left, right. When it gets up there, I'll show you what super speed looks like.
You know, something, it looked like you were doing it different than mine. Who are these folks?
They're from church. William's looking fast there.
Yeah, both of them are doing a really good job.
Better, Ethel Stan. Nice job tilting that hip back up.
I think William spent too many times doing that in soccer.
Ah, that's why he looks so damn good.
I could definitely explain it. And then once you've
All right,
done it on one foot, switch and lead with your other foot. So for me, that will be stepping with my right foot first.
Right. So the idea is just make sure you're stepping with the other foot. Believe it or not, this becomes actually kind of hard as you go faster.
Right into the garage door.
Really fastest thing. But I don't see it.
Okay. All right, Grimmer, are you trying something different? Or are you going to just check in? Because it's okay, do it again. Get on the end of the ladder. It's kind of like a hopscotch drill where both feet go out wide and then both feet into the middle. There you go. Now, yeah, bring one foot in, bring the other foot in, and then out and out. And back in, out, out. There you go. In, out, out. In, out, out. There you go. All the way down, then do it again. All the way backwards.
You'll note the names for these are often very creative in that they literally just name the steps.
That's the way. You got it. Nice job. Now backwards. I don't know, all the way back. Let's work them legs. You're all going to be super strong when we're done. Good. Nice job, Levy. That's the idea. Very nice. All right, Cy, what do we have next?
That's it for ladder drills, and I'm gonna run get some water.
All right, so the next one, I think we're just grabbing some water, setting up the foot cam a little bit. Everybody take a drink of water.
Yeah, hydrate.
Grandma, you look like you're sweating a little.
Grimmer, by the end of my first time doing this, Grimmer, I was sweating worse than I ever had at any soccer practice.
Yeah.
I needed the candy. I thought I'd been beat up so bad.
Yeah, the good part here is it's getting that strength in your lower body and the legs and core. So that's the good part about this. I mean, you look at this and what we're doing is fundamental. And if we can't do it comfortably, then we have to work harder, right? So if you're tired from moving, then we have to build it so you're not tired from moving. And then we want to keep pushing harder and harder. All right, we have one more drill left here. Just waiting for Cy to come back.
That's it. We're done.
Oh, we're done? Okay.
Yep.
All right, put the pels in.
Let's see how this works.
I'm so glad that is working for you. Well, you might have to do a sunblock.
Honest, which camera view you want for this next part?
Start with that one.
Okay.
All right, so in this next one, for those that are comfortable doing this, if it's their first time, you don't need any sword and board. If you guys are comfortable doing this, the guys have been here for a while, and the guys and ladies have been here for a while, I want you to at least hold your sword and board in hand if you're comfortable, or a pair of small sticks. And remember your defense. In other words, try to make sure these are nice and solid and that you're not moving them around. This gap in between here and here should be the same. For people who just started this, it's all about footwork first, okay? Let's make sure we have good footwork. So go ahead, Cy, once everybody's ready here, it looks like we got most, you got room to do this. So if you don't have room to do this, all I want you to do is go halfway around your pel and then go halfway back the other way instead of all the way around. Grimmer, you look like you have a little less room to do it. So you can actually put an X on your mat and just use the X to go around. Yeah, probably like right where you are, where it's empty. You can do it right there even. All right, looks like everybody's pretty set. Let me, okay. Oh, they're ready. Those guys are ready. All right, I think we're ready to go, Cy.
Starting out, doing that gather step again, all the way around. So gather, meaning we're gonna do that drop step open, and then gather our feet back together.
Remember to turn that foot. Look at your opponent's head. She's tired of it. Good. Nice job, Libby. Grim, that's exactly what we want. Very good. Keep it going and then go the other way around. So he's got it. It's a stand, looking good as usual. Nice job, Fox. That's the way to work a small area. Good. So go ahead, Fox. Go ahead and throw some shots as that foot's dropping. You know how to do these. Throw a nice tap shot to the pel. There you go. Good. Good. Very sharp. Get that. Yeah, always bringing it back. That's the way. Good. Nice. Sivert, You're lifting that elbow really high. First, think about throwing the front of the sword first. Push that top. There you go. Good. There. Push the top. There you go. Push the top. Yes. That's the danger of your sword. Yes. Much better. Except you're doing a crossover. I don't know if you want to be doing that right now.
There we go.
All right, let's see how Libby's doing. Yeah, go ahead.
Not too up.
Good. Yeah. There you go. Good. Nice. Exactly. That's good. Lost. That was good, Libby. That's the way to go.
Remember, everyone, it's about the movement first.
That's correct.
Then the next part is making sure your sword and shield are in the right place. Once you have both of those, then you start throwing shots.
Exactly. Make sure it's perfect all the time. If you feel like the movement isn't good, just go back to hold. Just go back to the movement. Drop everything. Don't worry about the shot.
If other people like to visualize, what I have been doing is when I take the step, I envision an opponent firing straight down on my head, and my movement takes me outside their shot.
Note to yourself, next time put a dumbbell in the Christmas tree stand.
Oh yeah, that way it stays a little better. Yep. All right, let's do the next one.
It wouldn't matter much because outdoors it's in a concrete bucket and that still don't stop it.
So again, remember that what you might want to do is control your power and relax your hand and body when you're doing these. That actually will help your sword speed and help you understand perfect control on your shots. So for you, I want you to just touch the pelt. Does that make sense, Germanicus?
Yeah.
Okay. That gives you a lot of learn. That way you learn control. All right, go ahead, Si.
We're going to do just a basic crossover, which is really very similar to that shuffle we were doing with just a little more crossover to it. So that front flex in front, it's just going to cross over.
That first step points toward the center of the belt.
Then when we go the other way, your back foot's leading, and it's going to just stay behind, cross behind.
When you go the other way, is the back foot crossover?
Yeah, the back foot swings behind your other back foot. What side's doing it now?
Yeah, so for this, because it's just a single cross, whichever foot is behind stays behind. I'll rotate this a little further this way. Or we'll switch to the foot cam, try and get you a closer look. Once I find it. I can't find it, Louie. Here we go. So what we're trying to do is that front foot, you're moving that way, it crosses in front. If you're going the other way, that back foot crosses behind.
And the key is you notice how she changes her foot. Your foot's always pointing at that pelt. Right? That way your hips are always facing the pedal when you get back readjusted. See how the angle of her foot changes? So just make sure your feet face what you're fighting. See, now she's not facing the pedal and she's going the wrong way. So.
Rana, who are you talking to? Sorry.
No, you guys are all doing well. We were actually talking to Grim. He was asking questions about that back swing foot.
Okay, sorry. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna watch, make sure everybody's doing it well. That's it. Good. Sivert, you're looking good. Make sure you turn that front foot.
Sivert and William, you might benefit from moving the pedal towards one side and then going 1/2 to 3/4 of the way around. You're getting squished up against the sides and losing range.
Nice. Baby's looking good. That's it. So Adam, what I would like you to see is some timing with it. As you're dropping your second foot, that sword should be just touch it. You got it. Yep. That's the way. Always back into good defense again.
Libby, squat more as you go around. It will make it easier to move.
That's the way, Fox. You're looking good. Very nice. All right.
Rongalder, is that better for her? Or do you want more of a squat?
Well, just have her squat as best she can. There you go. Good. No, that's fine.
See how much stronger she looks? She's never.
And she's also not bouncing anymore.
Yeah, no bounce and no wobble. Now she has control of her movement.
And there's no wobble. I'm sorry, I have to sign for what you guys are saying.
Right. So he signs or she lip reads him as we're doing stuff, Rongalder, just so you know.
Okay, that's cool.
That was really good, though. Tell her great job. Yeah. Good.
That looks really good.
Yep.
Yeah, now she's much more control. Tell her it looks good to us.
I like the lack of shield bus.
Tell her we can see she has more control.
Nice. And her foot, she's pointing her foot really well.
Yeah, that looks real. Look how far she's stepping now. That's awesome.
Yeah, she is.
You get more range when your hips are down, and she's got her hips down, so that's good.
Sivert, same thing when remember, top of your sword goes first, okay? Not your hand. I really want you to think about the top of that sword. Bring it a little more forward. Top forward, a little bit more. There you go, right there. A little more turn in that front foot. You're crossing, make sure it's pointing right at the pedal. There, good. That's a good blow. You can see that. Yeah, point it at the pedal. Make sure. There you go. When you stop, it should all be pointing at the pedal. There you go. Good. Much better. Yes, exactly. Now you're actually trying to see that. Point it as you go. There you go. See, you're adjusting. So watch your front foot on your first turn. Do that step again. So even on that back step, make sure you see your front step is actually pointing across the pedal. It looks like to me. There you go. Point it. Point it before you stop. Yes, there. You see how it's pointed? You don't have to adjust. Right now you're pointed away and you turn in. You should be already right there. Yes, turn it in. Turn it in as you're dropping it. Yep, right there. Much better. See how you just land in position instead? Exactly. There's no adjustments, no defensive weaknesses. You're always on your pedal. Thank you. Good. All right, guys, you ready for the hard one?
All right, the weird one. We're gonna start with the easy direction. So the easy direction is I'm gonna step here. I'll move.
Having a
around
hard
here.
time hearing you, Si.
I'll move around here so you can see a little better.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's just directional mic or what.
Probably. I'm trying to make the laptop face me better. So the easy one is I'm gonna step with that front foot. I'm just gonna step out, pointing it toward the pedal, and then just do that cross behind. So I'm just adding a step on the
That first step kind of small, maybe 6 inches. Don't try to, if you reach too far, then it's going to make the crossover very hard.
The real goal here is as that first step is dropping 6 inches out, you're starting to get that natural sway. Drop and then that back foot goes. That's the ultimate. Now you could break it up really small. You can move 6 inches and then move your back foot. But as you get better and better, the idea is that that step gives you that beginning of motion. Highlight mine for a real quick second.
Yeah.
So here's how, if you're looking at the feet, let's see, I'll get right here. So this, you see how my body's already moving? So if you're not comfortable yet, just take a step and then move this over. Step, move it over. Step, move it over. But as you get better, this step gives you the sway. So just as that step hits the ground, your back foot starts moving.
To those who may be frustrated, that first little 6-inch step, even if you just get that, that alone is a good tool all by itself.
Yes.
So even if that's all you get, you gained a tool that a lot of people are unaware of.
That's the way. That's the way, Grimmer. Step and swing. There you go. Good. I know it takes a little while.
Little cheater step.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Good timing on that one too.
Grimmer, it looks like the problems you're having have not to do with what you're doing, but the space. Do you see that over your right shoulder, there is a carton with a black lid on it?
Yeah,
To your-
that one.
Yeah, either one. I was thinking the one on your right, but that's okay. Pick one. Pick one. That's perfect. Use the hat. That's awesome. So use that and then go in a half circle around that container instead of trying to do a full circle in a limited space.
You got it.
Yeah, now you can have the range you want. Very nice.
Yep. Now back the other way. No, leave your feet. Now we're going to show you how to, yeah, go ahead and do it that way. You can still do it that. You can switch feet and do it. Good. Nothing wrong with switching feet. That's a good practice in this. Good. Yeah, take your time. Watch those knees. You're going to start getting tired, okay? You're stacking your body better though. Awesome. All right, let's see how Libby's doing too. Good. We're going to show you the other way around and how we cheat that one, okay? So let's show them the other way around where we cheat a step in.
This is the weird one. So now I'm actually going to end up switching which foot is forward. So when I step with this back foot, it's going to come forward, even more forward than my front foot, because that is clearing the space to cross behind and then come back to my stance. So it's kind of forward, behind, back to stance. This one's weird, and you do end up drifting in and out a little, but you try to minimize it.
You can see the round circle. She's kind of stepping inside that circle to free her back foot to move. So that's the idea, is that, so if you're gonna go the other way out of a normal stance, there you go. You can kind of see, he's gonna pull the bob back so you can see her. Still hard to see her though. You'd have to get really close on the overhead.
Bronis, going the other way is the reason you do not want to do the 6-inch step with your sword foot and then cross over the front, or is that just simply a different step?
You can actually, but your hips get really turned to your opponent. So I could just step here and turn it, but
Yes.
your hips get really wonky. I mean, you could just switch feet and do it. So we could do a quick switch foot, and then I could drop and go. But from here, what I have found is you can do this. You can just step out and try to do a cross. I find it just doesn't tend to give you as much of a swing as the back foot.
Gotcha. So you feel you're losing the rotation.
Yeah, and you're losing as much distance as well.
Okay, thanks.
Going to the left.
Is it always the back foot that crosses?
The front foot crosses in the front, the back foot crosses in the back. It depends which way you're going.
Nope. So it's actually what we do is, so on that is we adjust. So if we're going towards the back foot way, side by this, yeah, there you go. You have to get close because you're falling out of screen for me. I don't know about everyone else. So the idea is you take that step, the back step, and that frees a back swing step. So go ahead, side step with your back foot. There you go. You see how she's kind of stepping on the line and it frees that swing step? That swing step is actually when you really get that behind you, you can get an incredible amount of distance compared to swinging the front foot over. It just doesn't get as much distance or control.
You're pretty much a quarter of the way around the circle in one go.
So
You're correct, Bronis. I prefer the step forward with that back foot. It
Yeah.
also acts as a threat if I want to step an extra inch or two.
well, and really you could literally just go for like almost making them look like you're stepping straight at them and then swing around them, right?
Exactly.
So that's the nice part about this step, is it's very confusing to your opponent. That's it, Grimmer, you got it. Let me see how you guys are doing over down south. There you go. Now step forward. There you go, and swing. There you go. Good. That's exactly it. That's the way to go, guys. Yep.
That's something to show. Or he did, and then he walked away. Never mind.
Yeah. That's the way. You guys, Libby, you guys are doing a great job.
Where on that are you actually, when you're swinging, where on that, or when do you want to be hitting? With the last footstep landing, or where?
Yes, as that back, as you swing and your hips come back towards, you're going to have this natural turning of the hips. So what happens is I take this step and I swing this, and just as this foot hits, the back foot goes back into a back position, that's where your power is. You essentially turn and throw towards your opponent. Now,
Can we do that one more time with Bronis Spotlight, please?
yeah, let's go ahead and spotlight me. I'm going to get my little sword. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and show the shot first. So here we are. I'm going to get in the sun here. I'm going to move my pelt so you guys can see it. There we go. You can see both my feet. I'm going to take this foot, that 6-inch step, and I'm still pointing it at, I have to turn in a little to point it at the pelt, and then this foot comes across. I don't want to do too much of a turn, guys. This foot should be sweeping across that back foot. And it gives you a skip. Now I'm going to go do it a little further so you can see. There we go. Move the camera so you can see. There we go. Here I am. Step, swing, bang. I'm going to do it really slow. Step, freeze my back leg, swings across. As this foot comes out, right, to go back into the back position, that's when I swing. Now, that doesn't mean that I can't do it a little earlier. I could. That's where most of your power is going to be at the end of the movement. But with that first step, you could actually bang, and then swing, bang. So you could add two to this. So it's up to you. The idea is that you have total control with your feet at any given time. So here I am, bang, bang, right? The first shot probably not going to be quite as powerful because you're still in rotation, but you can do it. A little bit more advanced. My suggestion is for now, return, bang. Just as that foot goes back into normal position. The other reason why you do this is because as that foot goes back into normal position, we're in a normal position to throw. Our feet aren't switched or anything else. We're falling back into that normal position. We're throwing a normal shot we're used to. Does that make sense, everyone? So, as we develop more and more of these rotational drills, then you can add the shots that you like with them. There, nice, Sigrid. You can find those places, but for now, we have to be comfortable. We have to be comfortable with doing it. I'm going to show you the timing on this. Here I am. I step, I swing, I throw. Just as this lands to the ground, bang, my foot lands, and then I use it. Everything's torquing. Bang. All that energy is stopping in that spot so I can deliver harder.
Can you do that with your other foot forward, goofy foot forward?
Sure. So in this case, this swings back, right? I'll get it in a little area, better area. You can see it. Here I am, funny foot forward, right? Bang. Right? I'll do it again. Oh, let me do the step with it. Sorry. Half a step. Swing. Bang.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate that.
And you notice at the end, you should be in a pretty normal stance, right? You're back into your normal stance, 20 foot forward. Everything should be delivered like you're used to delivering it. That's the idea. Good part about funny foot forward, you can throw a shot right at the beginning with that small step. Bang. It's the same funny foot forward thing. Bang. Swing. Bang. Another shot.
Thank you.
Good part about that first shot is going to pull him in tension. So your movement is while he's in tension, it's harder for him to follow you.
Oh, because he thinks you're charging him and starting him with as you're coming around the back. Boom.
Yep. So he may think, especially if you did instead of a 6-inch side step, you take a little jab step or a 6-inch forward step and swing. On that forward step, here I am. I'm a little bit out of range. So here I am on this forward step, bang, swing, bang. So the forward step brings tension. Hopefully it brings the shield up, blinds him a bit. It's something to look for. It's a probe, but it's something to look for. If he brings the shield up, blinds himself, then now you're swinging around him. And then the last shot could be any shot you want. So your funny foot again. Here I am. Jab, swing. I could throw the wrap. When you throw that wrap, think about throwing it nice and deep to the other side of their body.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So let's do the triangle step, guys, for on the Pell, the back and forth. This is a good one from top down. Louis does. Louis, yeah, there you go. Good. Go ahead and have Louis show the triangle step. And then after the triangle step, we'll do the TikTok. And then we're gonna go through a couple of sword blows. Push the dummy back a little bit to the back of the circle. There you go, because we're only gonna do 45s on them, so this way it helps us see the whole thing. Good. So this is a lot like we did on the ladder, but in this case, we're in front of an opponent. This is you're pretending this opponent's right in front of you, trying to swing at you. All right? Go ahead, side. So the first one's gonna be just, yep. You know which one you want to do first, side?
I would say triangle step.
Okay, go ahead and do it.
Start in my stance, which is my left foot forward. I'm going to step across and switch to my other foot forward. I'm just going to do that back and forth.
You got it. You notice how she's going 45 to the Pell every time. If you're comfortable and you've been doing this already for a while, you can add a throw onto each one of these. See how she's hitting just as the other foot's falling to the ground? Good. So let's do about 10 of these. For the people that have been doing this for a while, I want a really long gathering step here. You should be able to get it really across that ladder if you're on the ladder, but you should be able to burst. For the people who are doing it for the first time, a nice small gathering step so that your feet are always landing where they should be. So it could be this small for now. Could be that small. And then if you've been doing this for a while, I want a big one. Here we are, one side. Okay. Good. Good. Libby, that's perfect. Just make sure she doesn't get too linear unless she usually is in a linear stance.
Try not to get too linear. Linear, so don't get your body.
Yeah, watch her feet.
Keep your stuff forward. Okay, watch your feet. Don't let your feet get too. Don't let your feet get too linear. Because you're in the lane like this.
All right, have her stand in front of the Pell like she would be fighting a person. Have her stand in front of you. I want to see it. She's gonna hit you. All right, so have her look at her feet. Now, when she does this on the Pell, I want her to be in the same feet as she transitions back and forth. She can do that, or she can, now she can switch, but watch her heel to toe stuff. There we go, good. Good. Yeah. Yeah, have her switch. There we go. Good. Mm-hmm.
He understands and she's beginning to pick it up.
Yeah, we're going to work on a little bit more distance in her feet later. You can see he has a nice, you can fit a 2x4 between his legs.
Yeah.
So, There we go. And I don't want to change her stance that much, so I'm just trying to make sure that she's not changing it and that like why we're doing it. So there we
There.
go.
Yeah.
That's better. Awesome. Better.
Let her know the old guys are happy now.
Even I could read those lips.
I can read those signs. William, nice job, buddy. That's exact. Now burst into it. Get some distance. Yes. That's it. Good. Sweet. Very nice.
For anybody watching, William, watch. The reason it's working is because he's low and he shoots that foot and it lands already in the right position. See how he doesn't have to correct his foot? He's also not bobbing because he starts low.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job there. You're for a tall guy, that's good.
Do you try to blind them before you move?
What's that?
Do you try to blind them with like a feint or something, or your shield before you move?
You can, but you don't have to.
You're talking about a tactical application of the technique. So if you have the technique, you'll begin to find places for it. If you want a quick couple examples, one is I will sometimes push my sword and shield forward quick and then suddenly cut out because the forward movement of my weapon and shield give the impression I'm coming. Another way to use it is if they fire at straight down at your head, you can simply step to the side and throw. You don't actually have to block the shot. So get the movement and you'll find applications for it.
Right, exactly. That's all application stuff later. Right now, it's primarily movement. So, Sigrid, I want you to tuck your hips. Get those hips. Remember, your belt's supposed to be horizontal to the ground. Get those hips under you. That's a little better. Good. You look tired. Okay. Side, which is the next one? Good, Fox.
I guess next one we could go into the TikTok version.
Yeah, this one's a little harder.
This time, instead of stepping out and then back together with that gather step version, we're going to do more the shuffle version like we did on the ladder. So I'm going to bring my feet together and then open them back up, turn, and it doesn't look very good slow. So I'm going to try and like keep my arms out of the way here so you can see my feet.
And why am I having trouble?
Don't always get as much distance side to side with this one, but you get a lot of angle. If you want to get more distance, you can actually cross your feet over while you do it. I have a harder time with that, so I tend not to.
Yeah, I usually almost try to click my heels on this one. There, yeah, Sigrid looks good. Libby looks great. There you go. She got this better than me already. Yeah, so as you click those heels, rotate that hip. Throw the other hip forward. Whatever hip is supposed to be going forward, throw it forward. Grimmer, this is going to be a hard one for you. You're a big guy. Are you trying to TikTok, Grimmer? Or are you just practicing something else?
No?
You trying to TikTok?
Yeah, I thought I was doing what you were doing.
No, so remember, not multiple steps. You're gonna go one step one way, one step the other way. Pretend there's something right in front of you. Right here I am, I'm on his 45, right? And then I'm gonna take this hip and I'm gonna put it over across his foot. To do that, I'm gonna kind of start bringing this foot in this foot on this side comes shifting across, and then I'm facing this way. And then when I go the other way, I'm gonna do the same thing. This foot's gonna shift in, and I'm gonna go. All right, so if you go into the feet, let's show them the feet this time. Let's see if we can get to the foot cam. There we go. Here I am again. So this starts coming across. You notice it's still pointing here. And then I swing this hip and switch feet. Again, comes across, or excuse me, comes across, kind of almost like you're gonna touch feet. Here I am, and there's a little jump, almost. It's like a shuffle. So for the people that know how to do this, I want you to, again, add the blow to this. Here we are, shuffle, nice and deep. This blow with this hip forward gives you a much deeper pull. And then back the other way. Okay, or down, doesn't matter. Here, I'm way back here. Way over there. So this tends to be a bit of a fast moving movement. Do it again, Fox, I want to see. Yeah. Kick that heel, yep. Go ahead and kick that, you got it. So that first, so no, bring your sword foot over. So you're gonna bring, remember it's gathering in for the shuffle instead of, you're swinging your foot in. That's your first movement. Nope. Get back in your stance. All right, your shield foot. Bring it across your front foot, yes. And then now your shield foot, you got it. Now your sword foot moves. There you go. Bring it across, swing that. Now, instead of going sideways, you got to turn your hip all the way around like you're turning around your opponent. There you go.
You want him to go funny foot when he goes across. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. Now you see how much farther you're around your opponent?
Roger.
Okay, let's do it again. You got to go all the way funny foot. Swing the hip even more. Like you're almost throwing the hip behind your opponent. Yes.
You are adding an extra step, though. That's not necessary.
Yeah.
When you do your we'll break it down. Do your crossover.
Nice and slow. Yeah, right
now,
there.
when you do your lunge with your right foot, have it land forward in the first part of your funny foot stance.
Yes.
And there. And then that one just comes back. Boom.
Yeah.
And then it goes reverses the other way. So.
And you don't even need to necessarily watch. I'm going to shoot to my cam if you don't mind. Sorry to bug you. Here I am. So as this comes here, bring this foot as all the way around. And this is a smaller movement, right? So this foot comes here all the way around. So all of a sudden you're like, and then you notice now there's hardly any movement. Here, 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 here. If you have to, get really close to your pellet, put your hand on it. Right?
Roger.
See it again, Fox. You got it. Nice and small. Get into those legs. There you go. Good. Now I want you to get really close to that pel for a second. Right there. Ready? Now you're almost going to skip. You notice that your feet are going to be, you see your feet right now? Same thing, but the opposite on the other side, right? Yep. And then swing that foot over right there, right?
Yep.
So that's the idea. This is a really nice inside thing because it's so tight. And then you can almost literally think about just throwing the top of your body a little bit more at the end.
A question mark. You have them all figured out, exclamation point.
There you go. Okay, so give that a try. I want a nice fast one here. Get into those legs. Yes. Yes, there you go. Yeah, you see how it's almost like jumping, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of a forward leaning jog. Right
Yep.
on it.
And then as you get better at it, you can kind of straighten up a little bit and it'll pop right in place.
Roger.
Bess, how you doing on this one?
I'm
nice.
good, but I'm gonna have to bail shortly for the dogs.
Yeah, no problem. I just wanted to see how you're doing on this. Do you see where you could be throwing shots in here?
Yeah, so it's always harder for me to figure it out with fighting Goofy Foot, but other than that, it's okay.
Yeah, feel free to ask us to change it Goofy Foot, and I'm happy to show you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Fox looks like he thinks I'm crazy.
All
Like, I don't know what's wrong with Best Man.
right, we'll get Cy back on the pedal. Cy, what do you want to do next?
I'll have to think about it.
All right. So what I'd like to do next is let's talk about some shots. Okay. So the idea in these shots is you'll see Cy standing right in front of the pedal. Is we're going to throw the leg shot. This is where we're going to tilt onto our toes a little bit and turn the heel out. Go ahead, Cy. Yeah, go ahead. There you go. You don't have to drive the knee quite as far to the ground, just do a little bit of a drop. There you go. See how she rotates that back foot is the key here, guys. All right? Good. Same to the head. Throw it to the head now the same way. There you go. You see how she releases her hip by getting up on the ball of the foot? This is really important to get that hip driving at your opponent. It's a stand, not bad. Let's see Libby here. William, remember the top of your sword. Think about that top of your sword when you're throwing. There you go. All right, let's see how she's doing. Good. All right, let's see, Libby. Yeah. Go ahead. Good. Her heel is turning out. That's exactly what you have to have. Good. Yes. Nice straight back. Be careful on your, there you go. She has a really nice back. And she'll need that because she's short, so. Yeah. I like her feet right now. They're really nice. Good. Good. I want to see your how you're turning on those. No, you're good. I'm just looking at somebody else. All right, let's see how you're turning. Straighten your back now. Go sideways to the camera. I want to see what your back looks like. You see how you're leaning forward a little and your angle is going down? Yeah, so, yeah, your back was better that time. Don't look down. You don't need to look down to hit somebody. Okay, stop for a second, Grimmer. Now go back. Go back up. All right, stop. Now, you got a slight lean to your back. I want you to push your belt. There, right there. Yes. There. Uh-huh. I know, a lot of work. Yep, nice straight. Oh, perfect. There you go, right there. See how much easier it is? You're not falling down. All right. So that's, I want you to think about that more and more. I really want you to concentrate on that back being perfectly stacked on your body. Because when you lean forward, you actually use more energy to keep your balance. So when you're leaning like this, what's happening is you're naturally rolling down, then pulling up is hard. But when you're here, you drop and you throw. You notice all I'm doing is dropping into my legs. Now all that power in these legs is helping you. Okay. Also, when you throw that shot, this elbow should rotate across the body first. So if I drop, and then I throw an L. Here I am, bang. So I'm coming horizontal. And then I'm not keeping the elbow outside of the body, so I throw down, right? So if I keep this elbow out, watch. If I keep this elbow out, I'm throwing a downward angle. Even when I'm up here, if I keep the elbow out, I'm throwing a rotational angle. See how my angle is 45? Watch what happens when I bring the elbow in, right? So now I bring this elbow in, it's all the way across me. So watch, elbow in, horizontal shot. Right? Right across that body. It's not. Now I'm throwing down. A downward angle shot will tend to float down into the knee, and you're losing some range and power. So on the pellet, it looks like this. Here I am. Don't start throwing. Don't. Here I am. See how I do that? That's not. Here I am. It's literally this down, out. So it becomes an L.
You're waiting till you clear the shield to throw the shot.
Yes. Exactly. It is very, you're making people block. When you throw an angle down, that's an easy block. Because if the shield's a little bit out, they're cutting it just like your goalie, right? Easy block. If I'm down here, right, then it becomes a harder block.
Oh, so you drop to the 5-hole.
You got it. The idea is, and for both you guys, you're tall, so there's going to be you're going to want to do this farther outside. Later, I'm going to show you if I'm throwing a straight shot and I'm just dropping this hand a little. This is my range. You notice my hand's like right here. But watch when I throw the shot down a little and I push my arm forward, bring the elbow in, and push forward. Look how much deeper I am. So your range becomes a lot farther. For you guys, because you're so tall, maybe you can't get all the way down and you do have to come a little bit of an angle, but it's not going to be this big giant angle, which makes it really hard to hit legs. You're going to drop and that angle is going to be a little lower in the start. So that's why it becomes important to drop a little bit and then they bring that elbow in, and you can feel it. You can feel as soon as this elbow starts coming in, the hand wants to rotate.
Well, my knee may collapse, so I'll make him take a knee doing it.
Well, and then again, you'd only need, if you want, you could only just drop a little bit and still bring this in. But the idea is this sword's coming at you. Look at the difference. Here I am, I'm rolling out and then across. So that line's coming from outside my body. Here I am, that elbow comes in and I push out. You notice how this hand's coming out like this. So I'm going directly to my opponent. So that gives you more range to work with. It's also harder to see. It also protects your arm from being hit. Yes, that's better, Dramaticus.
Okay. Yeah, that's about as far as my knees will, that's about as far as my knees are going today.
And that's fine. Just stay nice. Get your back straight. Don't bend over. There we go. Good. All right. So go on your pel for a second and throw a normal leg shot. Right. That's better. You notice how it's swinging under? Yes. Yeah, the hand really just wants to do it, doesn't it?
Oh, it's working on the pel. I noticed if you step and squat, it's crazy amount of reach you get.
Yes, it is, isn't it? And that's the reason why we want to do this. The good part is this is the same elbow that comes in when you want to throw a wrap. So when somebody throws a wrap, what happens is they throw that, a lot of times they'll throw the elbow out first. And then the hand comes way out. So go ahead and
that would be a nasty double tap right there.
yeah. Let me I'm gonna throw a wrap here. Let me on the spotlight. Oh, there we go. Thank you. I don't think I did that. I think Cy did. So thank you for being my so here again, I'm gonna show you guys, I'm right on the screen. When I throw that wrap, same thing goes. I'm going to drop. My elbow's coming in. Am I throwing a regular leg shot or am I throwing a wrap? Anybody know? Right? You can't tell. I didn't change anything yet. I'm not sure. I could throw a leg. I could throw a wrap. Right? But if I start a wrap like this, as soon as this sword comes out, what am I doing? I'm throwing a wrap, right? Because you know it's coming out. Also, I'm telling you a lot sooner. Bang. Elbow in, elbow out. There you go. So you see how the elbow comes in, and then you turn it around, and the elbow comes out. That same thing for you guys goes up to the head the same way. You're way up here, right? Here I am. I'm going to throw a wrap. Okay? I reached way out. Watch, here I am. I reach way out. I don't have as much distance. Now this time I'm going to bring my elbow in, which also brings your hip in a little bit, by the way. Here I am. My hip turns a little with it. Bang. And then I flick that elbow out. So it's that same idea. So because everything's still in front of your opponent, and that's where the line is, you get more distance. All right, let me see how a couple of people are doing here. Everett, not bad. That looks good. I want you to mark your pel. Is that your pel's leg right there, top of the leg, that bottom black one? Okay, good. Nice. Good. That's it. Make sure you turn. Now go ahead and turn your front foot along with the back a little bit. There we go. You see how you're releasing your whole body to turn a little bit more. Good. Now think about, that's it. Think about dropping that tip first. I mean, think about the tip. There you go, right there. Good. Nice. Much better snap. All right, Fox, let's see what you're doing. Remember to heel. Turn that heel out. Turn your back heel out. There. Ah, that was, now you're too close, right? Isn't that weird? Yeah, turn that heel out. Yes, it just rails in there, don't it? So much more power.
Yeah, I was just kind of chiding myself for throwing a whole bunch of arm into it. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Yep. So that is nice. That's the key, is to remember that heel. Libby, you want to try this? Yeah, that's the way. I'm watching you guys. Good. Nice turning that heel out. Nice. Drop a little bit more. Straight down. There you go. That's it. Drop straight down. There you go. Right there. Yes. Good. Now, I make sure all of you watch how much hard you're hitting. Don't blow up your arm. Side, you're looking good there. Good. Now go ahead and release your front foot too as you're doing that. Do one more shot for me. Yep. And I get on the balls of your front foot as you're twisting. You notice you're almost too close now, right? Drop a little lower. There you go. Drop that body. Drop the butt. There. Yes.
Yeah, I'm using her sword, which is about 4 inches shorter than mine.
But you see, you notice how much range you got with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't lean over. That's it. Drop. Good. That's the way. Good. All right. Let's see here. Is Libby throwing some?
He wants to see you throw some.
That's it. All right. Tell her not to worry about her feet quite as much. She's turning both of them a little. Yeah. Think about the sword. Drop first.
Drop first. Now turn.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Drop. Now turn.
Good.
Good.
Now, tell her to hit a little lower. I want to. Where's the leg?
Your leg. This is your target for leg.
Oh, too low. She don't need to drop quite as much.
Not that far.
Good. Looking better.
Looking better.
All right. Have her throw a normal like she used to throw. Ask her to throw the old.
You normally throw. No drop throws like you normally throw the shot. Start your shot. Because you used to step when you threw your shot. So just throw it normal. Yeah, she's been off the field for 2 years due to a hand injury.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're building her back
She
up.
just doesn't remember how. That's
Yeah,
good.
we're going from scratch.
Yeah, I liked her step shot though. That was not bad. If she adds our form, that's good.
He liked the step. You like that? But yeah, he looks good.
I'm trying to fight my sweater.
Don't worry about the step. Keep it simple. Okay?
Right.
Top, those shots.
Good. Yeah.
Bam. You're dropping it back on your shoulder. You start.
Yes.
What you were doing, you were going. So, turn.
You got it. Think about hitting at the same time. Push. That's it. Yes. That's better. She's pushing from the beginning.
Pushing from the hip when you're throwing the shot. You're not drawing back.
That's a lift again.
She's getting closer. That's good. All right, that's good. That's a lot of work.
That's good. That's a lot of work.
Adam, let's see what you're doing. Hey, William, actually, we're on William right now. Go ahead, William. I want to see. All right, so turn your front foot looks like it's across the pedal a little bit. Make sure that they're kind of pointing outside of it. Good. That's better. Nice. You notice now it's easier to like, right. So make sure your back foot, you're kind of lifting it before you throw, your heel comes up. Trying to make sure it doesn't come up and it just turns out. Turn that knee in. Yeah, think about just turning it now, free the front foot to allow it to turn as well. Yeah, right on the toes of your front foot. There. There, you notice how the front foot turns a little bit as well if you get up on your toes, right? And that allows all your body to turn. That frees your hip more. There you go. Good. See, that becomes all of a sudden, it becomes a really fast snap. Yeah, you got a nice snap right there. That's it. Nice drive. The good part is you're starting from the very beginning to drive the sword, which is really nice. That's what you want to see. Okay, so really good job. I like that move. Later on, we're probably going to lift your hand up just a little bit, but it's hard for me to tell. You're a pretty tall guy.
Yeah, it's tough.
All right, Adam, let's see. And nice hip action, Adam. That is really nice. You're driving that hip right at your opponent. That is really nice. Good job. Yes. Yeah, people are going to hate you because you're a big guy. All right, shut up. I don't want to see anymore. It's too nice. Very good. And he drops the drumsticks. Drops the mic. All right. All right. How everyone else doing all right? All right. So what we're going to do with this next one is I want that same shot, but I want you to go ahead and add the step that we just did, the essentially, you could just do the gathering, like the triangle step. So the idea is, here I am, I step over, drop and throw. Step over, drop, and you can throw offside, or you can actually throw inside leg. Okay? Step over, throw. Step over, throw. Okay? The idea here is I want you guys nice and slow. I just want you to work on timing of this. And the idea here is you're learning the triangle step and when to throw inside that triangle step. She didn't get to gather her foot. Yep, just do it again. You can throw this as a regular leg shot or a wrap into the leg if you want. All right, Grandma, watching you.
I don't remember what steps are.
So the triangle step is, here we are on a 45. We take the back leg, we step over, and we switch feet. So back leg, switch feet. Back leg, switch feet. Remember, make sure you point your foot as you step over. So now we're going to add a throw to it. Bang. Here, I'll throw low. Bang. Right. Bang. 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 Okay. So all we're doing is we're just adding, let's see your side. I want to see. There you go. See how she's just popping a shot in there? You guys can do the same thing. You see how her elbow's staying nice and in? There we go. Good, Sai. Good. So the idea here is that we're learning how to use some of the movement that we're learning along with shots. And that's why we want to get comfortable with those things. Very nice, Sai. Good job. Yeah, I gotcha. Yes, that's it, Grimmer. That's it. And your back looks pretty good, actually. You're a little bit leaned, but not terrible. Don't look down when you throw that leg shot. There you go. Good. Nice. Good. You know, for the first time doing this, you're doing a really nice job. You can feel that power as they're dropping. That sword just really wants to power in. Nice, Fox. Good, Sigrid, you're looking good. I like the big, long runs. Just watch that front foot as you're turning it. Yeah, there you go. Good. Nice. Got to drop with that one, you remember. Yeah, you get a little wrong angle there. Yep, got to drop that. Yep, exactly. Bring that elbow in. There, that's better. Good, better. Once you get a little bit more comfortable with that, you won't lose your balance as much. And a little bit of that of losing your balance is this stays nice and stacked. Yep, there you go. Good. Keep that back nice and straight. There. Yeah, that's okay. Look like the floor is a little slippery over there too. All right, William, let's see you. Good. Nice. That's it. You already have it. I want you to speed that up. Let's real quick bangs, even smaller steps if you have. Yes. Good. That's the way.
Turning guard after that cross.
Yeah. All right. That's good. So all you have to watch next time is make sure in between that you're always going back into a good guard, that you're passing through your good guard. But you're pretty close there. Okay, go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, the floor is pretty slick here, so I don't know if it's better to get some of the pads to go on the floor to make it a little better.
Yeah, sometimes those slip around too, but sometimes they do make it a little better.
I was trying to figure out what would make it better.
Yeah, let me give it. I'll put some thought on that. Nice, Adam. Good. Good. Very good. Yeah, be careful of that foot, okay? All right. Let's see. Is Libby and those guys working still?
Get over there.
Turn our camera off, so they might be taking a break.
Okay. Yeah, she look like her legs are getting a little tired. Awesome. How you guys feel?
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Are you guys good? Let's so the big piece I want to come out of this is we're going to work some more. We'll probably we work some of the stuff a little faster in the beginning. We're always going to keep with ladder work. We may or may not do rotational work. Today, we're not going to do the fall in work. So next week we probably will, but we want to add more shots to what we're doing. It's my big piece. So that you guys can, get the movement. I'm going to fix my talking to it. There you go. So that you guys can get the movement going along with shots. So that's why we're going to try to add more shots, and then we'll rotate through the rotational drills. We'll rotate through the fall in drills. And then we're just going to keep building really good leg stuff, right? Better calves, better legs, all of those early, like simple body weight squat stuff you guys could do anytime. And I would suggest like 3 times a week. Just try to do a set of 10 or 15 of them. And you'll get all of that. The stronger your legs are, stronger your foundation, the better the building. Okay? So that's the key to remember. And then we're gonna start really, remember, these are really the basics on sword stuff. So let's make sure that we remember those basics, remember that arm. We're gonna talk a little bit more about angles later on sword shots, but right now I really want to get the lower body involved. So you guys knew to release those heels and stuff. Okay. But I think that was really good, guys. Thank you very much. We'll call it a day. And next week.
We can keep talking after that, though.
What's that?
We'll
Yeah, go ahead and kill.
And then I'm going
You
to
wanna
kill the
kill?
live stream, and
Yeah,
we
go
can
ahead.
stay on the chat if you want. But, all right, live stream ending now.